What's up everybody, Mathaholics back at it again with another math video. So today we're going to find the limit when we try direct substitution and we realize that we just get 0 over 0. Just to do that direct substitution real fast to show you why it would not work, if we plug in 3 for all of our x variables, we get 3 squared plus 3, I'm just writing this sloppy because it's not really part of the video, but 9 plus 9 minus 18. That's 18 minus 18 equals 0. And then 3 minus 3 equals 0. So we would have 0 over 0. And we know that whenever we get 0 over itself, we do actually have a solution. However, it just is not possible to find with direct substitution. So what do we do in that situation? We tried direct substitution. Okay, I'm going to just write that off to the side. Direct sub. And a big red X to show it didn't work. Now, the next thing we're going to try to do is factor. Alright, so we couldn't do direct substitution, and now maybe factoring is what's going to work for us. So why don't we go ahead and we factor this top expression. That's going to give us x minus 3 and x plus 6 over x minus 3. Alright, so immediately we see an x minus 3 at the bottom and an x minus 3 at the top cancel out. And now remember, we have limit as x approaches 3. Now we go back and try that direct substitution. And we plug in 3 into the x right here, and we get 3 plus 6 equals 9. Now, are there any restrictions? No. And what does that mean? Basically, we see it's not over 0 because this already got this x minus 3 in the denominator was already eliminated by canceling it out with the x minus 3 in the numerator. And there's no restrictions in the problem saying that it can't be 9 or anything like that. So that's how we know we are officially done with this problem right here. And now the second one, it's basically more of the same thing, but I'm going to do it just for practice sake. X squared minus x minus 6. And if you don't believe me that direct substitution isn't going to work on this, we get 3 squared minus 3 minus 6. That's just 9 minus 3 minus 6. 6 minus 6, that's 0. And then 3 minus 3 is 0, so 0 over 0. We know that there are solutions, just that we did not find them with the direct substitution method. So what are we going to do in this situation? The exact same thing that we did in this first problem. Direct substitution, big red X, factoring, check mark. So now we're going to factor. And just as a hint, oftentimes when we're doing simple problems like these, a good way to check is, you know what, I'll explain after this problem. It'll make more sense. So x minus 3, x plus 2 over x minus 3. Immediately, x minus 3 in the top, x minus 3 in the bottom cancel out. We see x approaches 3, so we plug that 3 in for x. 3 plus 2 equals 5, and that is our answer. So basically what I was saying, and it definitely isn't an always, it's just a maybe depending on your teacher or your professor. A lot of times when you factor, just to know if this problem actually has a solution or not, because it is possible for the limit to not exist. If you factor and you see that one of the terms in the numerator is the exact same as the term in the denominator, for example, in this problem we have x minus 3 in the top once we factored, and x minus 3 in the bottom once, well, we didn't factor the bottom, but once you factor, you see that there's two terms that are the same, one in the top, one in the bottom. Chances are this problem was meant to be done by factoring, and if you notice that, then you are most likely on the right track to get this problem right. So that's basically all I have to say about direct substitution. Sorry, not direct substitution, by finding the limit by factoring and then substituting in. And I hope this video was helpful. It's a lot simpler than what a lot of people make it out to be. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe if you want. Leave a comment below letting me if you found this video helpful or if you didn't. And I hope you do really well in your math class. Thank you for stopping by.